This is not the internet. This is the metaverse. Hello pioneers and welcome to Open Mainnet. We might get straight into it and have a look at what the pricing action was all about and see how happy we are. So for the start of the exchanges, we knew that we had OKX. That was one of the first ones, and they announced they were going to have this call auction, which was going to start an hour prior to trade opening, right, just to get some price action. And the only other exchange I knew that was doing this was MEXC, right? So they had a similar thing happening. But as you can see, that as far as KYB was going, MEXC was the only exchange that didn't have KYB. So as you can see, when this first launched, the OKX one, it got up to $2 and pretty well held there firm. There was a lot of orders that were sitting on that, and so that seemed to be what our opening price was going to be. On the MEXC one, it was a similar thing. It was sort of fluctuating around, but I didn't really see much above $4, right? It was for their starting price. And then we had all the exchanges sitting there waiting, right? They were the countdown timers, and and then we finally got trading, which was 8 a.m. UTC as promised, right? And as you can see, everything came out at $2, and just started dumping immediately, which is to be expected. Everyone's selling, aren't they? Right? So there's nothing surprising about that. Now, trading went all over the place. I think I saw it go down to about, I don't know, maybe $1.30 or something like that. And then it started to trade green candles again and go above $2, right? And I think it topped out about $2.30 or something. But as you can see, since then, and we're still in the first 24 hours, it's just been dumping ever since, right? And I think it's trading at about 70 cents at the moment, right? So, none of that's really cool, is it? We're not really excited about that. There's some good parts to it. There's some bad parts to it. As you can see from my last video, right, we had all sorts of crazy prices, didn't we, right? And you'll notice that the GCV crowd's pretty quiet at the moment with their pricing. So, we don't expect to get $314,000. That's ridiculous. The IOUs, though, should have been a better indicator, though, where it was pretty well sitting around $40, $50 sort of thing, and what was it, all-time highs of 300. That should have been a good indicator. But, as we know, central exchanges, they do whatever the hell they want, right? So we don't have any control over this price action, and, it came out at $2. So, but you can see that I said that, manage your expectations, and, if it comes out of because it could come out at $1. So, Pi coming out at $2, right? What's the significance of that? Well, on one hand, it's kind of good because we knew that there'd be thousands of pioneers already put their Pi in exchanges and they were just going to dump it, right? So, they didn't get a high price for theirs, they're not real true believers, so, but, hey, they made a few $1,000s, so they'll probably be happy, But the bad side of it is, of course, this enables people with money to just come in and buy up Pi, right? And if they're buying it up now like 70 cents, right? It doesn't take much money to surpass, all the mining that we've done over the, previous 6 years. Right, so it's kind of a bit of a slap in the face, right? Which is, kind of expected with this network, but it's just disheartening, isn't it? Right. So no big deal. Whatever. I don't control the price. I'll just move on. But I'm not selling any of my Pi, am I? Right. So I'm just going to hang on to it. I know Pi is going to be something really, really massive. I know my coins will be worth a lot more than this at some stage. And like I said, I'm not interested in selling it anyway. I just want to be able to use it to buy things. And, I was hoping to do metaverse development with it, wasn't I? But, that's not happening now either. So no big deal. We just move on and, next date's Pi Day, isn't it? So we had a video come out from CFAN, right, which is good to see because CFAN's the CEO, right? So she's the most important person in the company, right? So it's good to hear from her. You know, I watched the video and all that. Now, with the price value though, with Nicholas, you know, he's always said this pie's worth what pioneers make it worth, right? But as we found out, it's the central exchanges that makes it, you know, that gives its value. So, you know, like I said, another disappointment there. And these are the things that came out from the video, right? So I went through the video quite a few times. I didn't really find anything interesting there. You know, there's nothing important. It's interesting they say that pi is nonconformist, right? It's an interesting phrase, to say the least. But yeah, I didn't really see anything much else. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that, I guess. So that's it for the video. I just wanted to come out and, you know, give my 2 cents on it, you know, since, you know, I make videos on Pi Network. You know, in a way, this price action kind of really had to happen this way because, you know, this gives the core team, you know, 3 weeks prior to Pi Day, which I'm sure they're going to have a lot of announcements, right? And there'll probably be a lot of surprises. Now, the only problem is I say that every year, and sometimes we get them, and sometimes we don't, right? So, who knows? Let's be optimistic again, and yeah, for the people who are left, hey, see you later. We'll catch you on the other side, and for the people who did stay with Pi Network, you know, keep putting it out. You know, keep mining. You know, there's nothing else we can do but wait until this really becomes what it's going to become, right? So yeah, sit back. We'll wait for Pi Day, and hopefully we get some really great announcements. So that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you later.